Dear students, welcome back to Miss Meryem's math classes. Today we will learn other derivatives of transformation. If you're ready, let's learn something new for today. For today's video, content says that we will learn what is an enlargement, how do we enlarge the shapes, how do we describe enlargement, and of course we will have some practice at the end of the video. First step, we have to learn what is an enlargement. So when an object is enlarged, then the shape stays the same, but its size just change. For today's video, we will learn two different new terms. One of them will be factors, another one, let's say scale factors, another one will be center of the enlargement. When we say scale factor, it means it is an scale factor of enlargement tells how much you have to enlarge or you have to change the size of object. But what is a center of enlargement? It says where you have to enlarge the shape. In order to do enlargement, we have some key points. So let's learn them first of all. Enlargement requires two main things. As we mentioned before, we have to know center of an enlargement. It is a point. And we have to know scale factor. It is notified with the letter key. Then, in order to do enlargement, we have to first mark the center of the grid. Then we have to draw a line from center to corners. Then we have to extend that line key times, as far. Then, of course, we have to draw enlarged shape. Now, let's learn how to describe an enlargement. First, we have to draw a line through equivalent corners of the shape. Then, center is where those lines meet. Then we have to find scale factor by dividing lengths of equivalent sides. Now on the screen you see some sample in order to understand the logic of scale factor. You see here we have an object and the image. We have center A and the object C, B and D triangle. And we have image C prime, B prime and D prime triangle. In order to identify scale factor, we said that we have to divide length of image by length of object. As you see, I choose one of them. You can choose either side of the triangle from image and from the object, but you have to find and you have to choose corresponding ones, always and always. Then I take the length 8, length of image it will be 8. I will divide it by length of object with a corresponding one, which is 2. 8 divided by 2, we will get 4. Here, 4 is a scale factor for this shape. Let's look at another example. It says enlarge the shape by a scale factor of 2 about the center mark. You see there is one dot. It is the center of my, let's say, enlargement point. It says first what we have to do. First we have to draw a projection line from the center to one of the vertices of the shape and onwards. So I am doing what it requires. When I draw the lens, let's say the line from the center of the enlargement to the one of the vertex, it gives me 2 centimeters. Since the scale factor of this enlargement is 2, then the distance, let's say, between point and the image should be 2 times more. Of course, it will be 4 centimeters. So we are drawing the same as it is required. We have to repeat the process for the next vertices. So each of them should be multiplied by 2. Then I get 3 different points. At the end, when I draw, when I join all these dots, I will get enlarged form of the triangle, which is blue here. Now let's look at the example that tells how to describe an enlargement. Here it says in order to describe the enlargement, we have to say first how many times bigger the shape has become. So we know that it is called scale factor. Here do you see, we are enlarging the shape, from the purple triangle to the blue one. Since one side of the triangle is 2, it takes 2 units as an object. In the image form, we have 4 units. It means it is 2 times enlarged. It means scale factor is 2 here. This is first requirement. Another requirement, requirement to find center of the enlargement. In order to find it, what we have to do? We have to draw the straight line that passes through each and every corner accordingly, or let's say respectfully from each shape. When we draw those lines, we have to find out where do they meet. The point that all the lines meet up, it is the center point. Here, for this enlargement, we have center point -7 and -5. We are looking at another example that describes enlargement. Okay, what we said? We said we have to know scale factor and we have to know where is the center point. Right now you see two triangles. One of them is ABC, another one is A prime, B prime, and C prime. Since the blue triangle here is takes 1 unit as a one side, another side, corresponding side takes 3 units. It means it gets enlarged 3 times more. It means what is scale factor here? 3. Another requirement is to find center. What we said, we have to draw a straight line that pass through accordingly from each side, each vertices of the triangle. When we draw it, that you see on the screen, all of them pass from one point. The point that pass all the lines is our center point. Now it is time to look at practical question. It says enlarge the shaded triangle by a scale factor 2 and the center O. So we know that center O, it means origin, 0, 0 is our origin, and it is center for the enlargement. And it says we have scale factor 2. What does it mean? It means we have to get the image 2 times bigger than object. So first we have to draw the 3 lines, since we have 3 vertices in the triangle. 3 lines pass through from the center. When it passes through, the distance between center and the object vertices should be multiplied by 2. Then we have to get the vertices of the image of the triangle. When we draw all 3 lines, we are pointing 3 points of the triangle, vertices of the triangle, then we join them and get the final answer for this question. Another question says that, okay, describe fully the single transformation which takes shape A onto shape B. I see that here the shape stays the same, but it is form, sizes just change. It means here we have enlargement, shape just enlarge. In order to describe enlargement, we have to know center point and we have to know scale factor. From the first glance, I can find out what is the scale factor. Since I take one part of the object, it is 1 unit, then I compare it with the same side of image. Do you see? It is 3 units. 3 divided by 1 gives us 3. It means what is the scale factor here? 3. Now it is time to find where's the center. I have to draw, how many vertices do we have here in the quadrilateral? We have 4 vertices. Then I have to draw 4 lines that pass through from correspondingly the same vertices. When I draw all of them, I have to check where do all these lines pass through. It all pass through from 0, 0, from origin. It means center point here is origin. The answer here, it is enlargement, scale factor is 2, and center point is 0, 0. That's the final answer we were looking for this question. Dear students, we have covered how to deal with enlarging the shapes. As you see, today you got a lot to learn and a lot to practice. Let's meet up in the next video and conquer more and more together.